Hey guys, it's Ria here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to share my everyday makeup routine with you guys. It always changes a little bit throughout the months, so here's an updated version. So if you want to know how I did this makeup look, stay tuned. Okay, let's go. I always start off with a color correcting pencil. To be honest, I only have this one color, so I don't really use it as a color corrector, I think. I basically just put it on spots that need a little more coverage and under my eyes. So this one I usually just blend out with my finger. I then curl my lashes. I do this pretty early because I don't want it to pick up any of my makeup. So this concealer, and I use 2 of the Maybelline Instant Anti-Aging Concealer. I have this 001 and I don't know which number this was. I use the darker one first as like a base, and then a lighter one to brighten up the look. I always use my brush to apply the concealer, so I just pick up a little bit of the concealer and put it on my face with the brush. I know this looks interesting, but when I blend it out in a minute with the pad from a cushion foundation, it will look so natural because it's a really thin layer. Use the cushion foundation pad and I just blend out the first layer. Then I used the lighter one and I just use this in areas I want to brighten up a little bit. Usually I will do the mid-face because it slims down your face a little bit. It's like natural contouring. Then I use my Judy Doll powder. It's the first loose powder I ever got, actually. I use a triangle puff and I just put it underneath my eyes and next to my nose, on my chin and my forehead. I don't want my makeup to be completely matte, but it needs to be setted. Next thing I do is contouring. As you can tell, I really love this Judy Doll palette. It's a Chinese brand. It's so cool. I love their product so far. It's not sponsored, but you know, I would love that. So I contour my jawline a little bit. I'm really pale, so I need dimension. If you use any base product, you should definitely contour because you basically just erased all of your natural shadows. Next thing is eyeshadow, and these are the shades I use. I start off with the second lightest one and I just put it all over my eyelid for some dimension and because I want to use glitter later. I really love Korean and Chinese makeup looks, so I'm gonna do egg side. I know, especially as a non-East Asian person, you have to be really careful of doing that, but it really shortens the mid-face and it just makes your eyes look so much bigger. So I just use a really thin brush and I use one of the darker shades to draw on the little line underneath my eyes. I just use my natural crease there as a guideline. No worries, I'm gonna blend it out. We're gonna add a shadow here. It just makes such a big difference. I then use a bright but matte shade to highlight underneath my eyes just to brighten the whole look up a little bit, and then I use highlighter. I just put a little bit right underneath my eye and on top of my eye over my fold, right above my crease. I don't know, I feel like it looks really fancy. Really luxurious somehow. And because I really like glitter, I use the Fenty Beauty highlighter. I always switch up my glitter a little bit. Sometimes I just use the one that is in the eyeshadow palette as well. But the Fenty Beauty one is a little smaller, like the particles aren't as big. Next step is the Flower Nose blush. I start off with a more muted blush, basically to contour as well. So I use this contouring shade a little lower than where I would put my main blush, basically. I also put a little bit on my chin and my nose. I have been using the NYX Buttermilk blush on top of this one. The only sad thing is that they wrote the name and the color on the packaging that you have to remove in order to use it. So I actually don't know what color this is. It's really beautiful. It has like a slight purple touch, but it's also more like rosé. It's like a muted rose color. I don't know how to explain it. It's really pretty. As you can tell, it's a lot more pigmented, and I put it right above the other blush and blend it in a little. While the other one kind of contoured, this one snatches my face. It just lifts it. Once I finish my blush, I always go back to highlighter, and I use a little bit of this and just make like a tiny ball. That's really pretty, right? And now this is optional, but my mom gifted me this blush last year, Christmas. It's a holographic. It has like this slight peach pink color, and it has glitter particles. And now that we are going from autumn into Christmas season, I just love glitter. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I think that's really pretty. Then I finally do my eyebrows. I use a pencil from Catrice. I just fill them in a little bit and I elongate them in the front. I don't know, I still really struggle with my eyebrows, to be honest. I feel like they're a little short. But well, what should we do? Then I just use a little bit of eyebrow gel to hold them in place. And the next thing is this burgundy mascara. And it's really pretty. I think I've used black mascara once ever since I got this, and I didn't even like it anymore because it felt too harsh. I always try to separate my lashes. I just think they look better and cleaner like this. Okay, so last step is my lip routine, and it's a little excessive, I have to be honest. I start off with this Korean Cologram lip liner. It has a side to contour and one bigger side to blur out the lines of your lip. Basically, you overline, but it just looks a lot more natural than with a normal lip liner. And then I use the vinyl ink in the number 15. It's so pretty. I've been using this ever since it came out. I think this is my fourth. I feel like it's a perfect color for me. I just use a little bit and blend it out. And then I go in with the Roman Juicy Lasting Tint in number 24. And I just put it on the middle. In the middle, and blend it out. That's my everyday makeup. Hey guys, it's me again. If you made it to here, you've actually finished the video. Thank you so much for watching the whole thing. I really hope you learned a thing or two, or maybe can take some inspiration from my everyday makeup. And well, that's it for today. Leave me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. That would really mean a lot to me. And I will see you guys next week. Bye bye!